Bilisan nyo na, ikalat nyo na tong balitang to, mag-share kayo sa mga friends ninyo. Sasabihin ko na sa inyo, kailan nga ba magbubukas ang part 2 ng Philippine Working Holiday Visa Applications? Won't be until meron na naman akong good news para sa inyong lahat. Fresh na fresh from Immigration New Zealand's website. For those of you who are new, my name is Chichi and I do share about our life experiences here in New Zealand with immigration news updates on the site. Kung gusto nyong malaman kung ano ang good news, keep on watching. Disclaimer lang guys, I am not associated with Immigration New Zealand. I am not an immigration lawyer nor an immigration advisor. Nagsishare lang talaga ako ng mga balita na nasasagap ko dito sa New Zealand. Ito na, I'm sure that this has been one of the most awaited working visas to open since the pandemic. And they initially opened slots for Filipinos around the world last March 2022. For today's video guys, I'll be sharing with you the next opening date for the Philippine Working Holiday Visa. I'll be sharing announcements that have been made by Immigration New Zealand last August. And of course, we will do a recap on the requirements for this type of visa. First, let's look back on the changes announced by Immigration New Zealand on August 21, 2022. Isa sa changes na in-announce nila was for those people who are already in New Zealand and are working holiday visa holders with visas expiring between August 26, 2022 and May 31, 2023, may extend yung visa nila ng 6 months, which is really good. Kasi kailangan talaga ng manpower dito sa New Zealand. And makikita nila yung kanilang new visa expiry date sa kanilang visa verification service by October 31 of this year. And if you have been granted this type of visa but then was not able to come to New Zealand because of COVID-19, you will be provided with a new visa by October 2022, which will allow you to enter New Zealand up to January 31, 2023. Also, you will be allowed to stay in New Zealand for 12 months. Also, because of COVID-19, applications for the working holiday visa have been closed. Kaya naman, in recognition of this, there will be another opening date for this year sa lahat ng Pilipino around the world. Before we go ahead with the requirements, these are the things you must remember if granted with the working holiday visa. First of all, if you have been granted with a Philippine working holiday visa, wag na kayong mag-apply. Kasi once lang kayong pwedeng mag-apply for this type of visa. Very important guys na alam nyo ang mga basic na information na to. And I would like to make sure na hindi nyo mamimiss kaya isi-share ko sa inyo. First, you can only apply for a working holiday visa online. That is pretty straightforward. Wala pong paper-based application na tatanggapin ang Immigration New Zealand para makakuha kayo ng slot or space for this visa type. Another thing is, please know that you will only be able to stay up to 12 months in New Zealand with this type of visa. Pero yung sa 12 months na yun, pwede kayong mag-aral or mag-training for up to 6 months in total. Ibig sabihin, kahit ilang courses yan, basta make sure na ang duration nila altogether is 6 months. Hindi rin po pwedeng mag-work at the same employer over 3 months. You can only work a maximum length of 3 months per employer. Lastly, please be reminded that you cannot bring children with this type of visa, but if you do have a partner who would like to visit New Zealand, they would need to apply for their own visa. Balikan naman natin guys yung mga requirements if you are intending to apply for the Philippine Working Holiday Visa. Please take note that this visa application is only open for Filipino citizens aged 18 to 30 years old. As I've mentioned, if granted, you will only be allowed to stay in New Zealand for up to 12 months. But once nakapasok na kayo ng New Zealand, you may come and go as long as it is within the duration of your visa. It is very important that you would be able to provide proof of your onward travel. That would be in the form of your return ticket. Now, if you haven't booked yet, it would be nice for you to prove that you've got enough money to buy one and also to fund yourself while here in New Zealand. As per the website, you must have at least 4,200 New Zealand dollars to live on. And pwede nyo naman ipakita yon through your credit card statements, your bank drafts, your traveler's check, or your bank statements. As I've mentioned in my vlog before, English is the main language here in New Zealand. Kaya kailangan yung ma-prove that you can write, speak, listen, and read in English. Ngayon, they only accept two types of evidences. One would be an English exam na dapat na-meet yung score na required ng Immigration New Zealand, and dapat it has been taken within the past 2 years. Yung isa naman is if you had a tertiary qualification from an institution where all the tuition was in English. So yun lang yung two types ng English language ability evidences na tinatanggap ng Immigration New Zealand. To know the specific exams that they do accept, just click on this link up here and you will be directed to the video. Of course guys, hindi natin may iwasan magkasakit. Minsan darating na lang siya bigla, especially dito sa New Zealand. Paiba-iba yung panahon, baka hindi sana yung katawan ninyo. Kasi ganun din naman yung nararanasan namin dito kahit na matagal na kami dito nakatira. Like springtime, may mga pollen, yung mga iba nagde-develop ng hay fever or sensitivity. Importante guys na meron kayong full medical insurance within that length of stay na nandito kayo sa New Zealand. And make sure that you've got proof para dyan. Nandun yun dun sa video ko. Click nyo lang yung link na yon. Alam ko guys, yung iba sa inyo, on hand pa ang mga requirement. Lalo na yung mga nag-apply early this year. Hawakan nyo lang yan guys. And for those of you who are planning to apply for this type of visa, you may still have time dahil ang working holiday visa for Filipinos around the world will be open on All Saints Day, November 1, 2022 at 10 a.m. New Zealand time, or that's 5 a.m. Manila time. If you are one of those who watched this video, I hope that you've learned something from me today, and I pray that you will be one of the 100 Filipinos around the world to be granted with the Philippine Working Holiday Visa. Maraming salamat guys. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Bye-bye! Hanggang sa susunod!